Thanks for joining us on Rooster TV, and today we're joined by our new development coach, Brad Dodd. Thanks for joining us, Brad.
No worries, Tubbs.
Firstly, if you could just walk us through your footy background, where you started your career, playing-wise, and then into coaching.
Yeah, started way back in 1996 at East Fremantle, went through the ranks there, and after that got picked up and spent 5 seasons at Fremantle, and then after that just finished at Claremont. Finished in 2005 my playing career. Started coaching in 2010 back at Claremont, where we had a couple of runs at grand finals, won a couple of flags, and then the last 2 years I've spent my time as an assistant coach at East Fremantle.
Okay. And obviously you've been appointed as the new development coach of the football club. Firstly, your relationship with Josh, obviously you've known each other previously, and your role at the club from 2016 moving forward. Yeah,
I've known Josh for a long time. We went through the ranks together at East Fremantle as juniors. He was a few years younger than me. I tagged around with him and his brother, so we never actually played. I don't think we actually played footy together, so he was always a couple of years behind. And there, yeah, obviously my role as development coach, it sort of ranges from the under 13s right up to the seniors. You know, the club's pretty happy with its development pathway for its juniors. You know, they've had a lot of players drafted over the last 5 years, but there's a bit of a gap, I guess, in terms of the players that make the move from the 18s into the senior squad, and that's really heavily where my focus is initially.
And you've settled in at Prospect now for 5 or 6 weeks. Have you found Adelaide one and Prospect?
I love the city. Very easy to get around. Yeah, so and the you know, the people at the club and around have been very welcoming, and yeah, really looking forward to obviously settling in and having an improved performance for 2016.
And pre-season, the guys finished up late last week. Some young guys that you've had hands-on work with that have impressed you so far. You probably want to mention most of them, but if you could.
Yeah, well, actually, there's I guess when we're talking about a development squad, you know, there's probably about 30 to 35 that fall into that 1st to 4 year range. So there's a huge number. It's a young squad, but I guess, you know, pre-season before Christmas, it's really about self-improvement, you know, in terms of your strength and fitness and stuff like that. And you know, without really singling anyone out, I think the guys that, you know, missed out on the draft this year, there was probably a chance for them to you know, drop their head, but, you know, Steve Tahana and Maris Olakans have really stepped up over the last few weeks. And yeah, they've had really good pre-seasons. Mark Quinn as well has been pretty good. So Wyatt Patterson, who hasn't played league yet, has impressed in a couple of the match sims and stuff like that. So you know, it's all about, I guess, creating depth and competition, and you know, the young guys see an opportunity, and you know, they've been training accordingly.
And obviously now we head to a break. Personally, yourself, what are you going to get up to over the 3 weeks that the guys have got to go away and, you know, recapture some batteries and?
Yep, not going back to Perth, so I'm staying in Adelaide. I've got some family here, so I'll spend Christmas with them, but really just probably going out exploring a little bit with the family, and go to Kangaroo Island and stuff like that, and Victor Harbour, and yeah, check them all out.
No, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Well, thanks everyone for joining us for Rooster TV. Have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you all in 2016.